Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is D-Man coming back at it again with another YouTube video, and today we got content again. Team of the week is today. It's a little bit different. I've got a bunch of notes to go over, not just team of the week. We're going to go ahead and start off with, is it in the game as well? It's not, so I might go ahead and knock out team of the week first. There is another thing that's coming out. It's like team of the week is there, but it does not seem to. Darwin James versus the world is the other thing. But we'll go ahead and cover team of the week first. I'm not sure when that's supposed to come out, or the set. But if it doesn't come out by the end of the video, I will go ahead and go to Mutthead, because they went ahead and has a photo of what I wanted to show you guys. So by the end of the video, if it's not out, we will go ahead and look at that. But you know, let's go ahead and look at it right now. So let's go ahead and hop into Mutthead, or Mutthead's Twitter, and let's see what they've got. Alright, as you can see, we're going to go ahead and look at, unfortunately this is not in the game as of right now as I'm recording this video, but as you guys can see on the screen here, this is Darwin James versus the world. This is a new promo, if you want to say a promo, but it's really kind of a, I'm not sure what you would call it. EA's calling it a promo, so we'll go with promo here. But I've wrote a couple notes down here going over this promo, if I can go ahead and find them. A lot of content today, guys. Okay, so what's going to happen is, listen, I don't really watch many of these professional Madden players and, you know, celebrities, whether that be NFL players or, you know, Snoop Dogg sometimes comes on and plays, but I really don't watch many of those type of, you know, streams or whatnot. But I will now. But just because, if you log on here, let me go ahead and explain this. So Darwin James Master, 97 overall. What you have to do to get this card, and I believe the only way to get this card, is you will have to log on Twitch and watch each night, every Tuesday night, 2 hours of the stream that is happening. So the stream tonight will be from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern time. So what is going to happen is you're going to get a collectible if you stick around for 2 hours in that stream. And the collectibles are going to go toward the Keenan Allen, Jalen Ramsey, and Nick Chubb. Doesn't matter which one you put in, what set you put the collectible in. Doesn't matter at this point. But by February, you're going to have all three of these players done, and then you can turn them into the Darwin James Jr. Master set and get his 97 overall. Unfortunately, there's no Titans players. Still waiting for new content, or not new content, but new Titans players. But we'll get into a little bit, you know, more stuff in the video here, going over what's coming tomorrow. But as of this promo, if you want to call it that, 90 overall Keenan Allen, 90 overall Jalen Ramsey, and 90 overall Nick Chubb is what you're going to be getting out of these, okay? And like I said, stream is 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern time tonight. All you're going to have to do is link your EA account with your Twitch account. So all you have to do is go to Google, look up, you know, I'll actually link it into the description, so y'all can just go click on that, link your Twitch and EA account together, and bada bing, bada boom, you should be good to go. Once you go on the Twitch account, just hang in there for 2 hours. You don't even have to watch it if you don't want to. You know, you can pull up. I'm going to be watching Game 7 Nuggets tonight, Nuggets and Clippers. That's going to be a fun game to watch. But anyway, as you can see, you don't get the 97 until February 16th of 2021. But the collectibles are going to keep coming every week. So go ahead and log into Twitch, watch it for 2 hours, because I think a lot of people aren't going to do this. So like I said, this is going to be an easy way to make coins. Once you get this 97 overall Darwin James, as you can see, auctionable and tradable. So you can auction him off. And the reason I think this is very important to do, I don't think many people are going to sacrifice the time to sit there for 2 hours for the next, you know, however many weeks or months it's going to be. But if you do that, I think this might be the only way you're going to get this master set done, and he's going to be auctionable. There's not going to be many Darwin James 97 overall in the game, so he's going to be a very rare card. If that is the case, he's going to be a very rare card, and he's going to be selling for a whole lot of coins, because February, by that time, 97s are going to be, it's going to be a high overall card, guys. So go ahead and get this knocked out. set a reminder every week and do this because it's very important in my opinion. And yeah, that's gonna do it for the Derwin James versus the World. But this should be in game. I'm not sure. I know Team of the Week, they went ahead and put this out. They went ahead and said 2 Eastern time for the Team of the Week, and that's what we're gonna hop into right now. All right, guys. As you can see, we're gonna go ahead and look into these sets here. I've got a lot of notes here to cover for Team of the Week. It's a little different this year, so let's go ahead and hop into the sets and let you guys look at this. So the way it's going to work this year, you're going to have an offensive hero and you're going to have a defensive hero from the past. So Arian Foster had, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, 2010 he had a career high 231 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in week 1. Which, you know, the same is going to go with this Bryant Young here. 4 tackles and 3 sacks. So what you're going to see, instead of an offensive hero and defensive hero present player, you are going to get past players instead. So next week, say we have someone in the past that played a very, very good week 2, EA is going to go ahead and use them as the offensive hero. Same thing for defense. Say, you know, some player from the past had, I don't know, 3-4 sacks in the game, and just like this Bryant Young here, maybe, you know, it might be a cornerback next week or secondary. So say someone had like 2 or 3 interceptions in the game, they're probably going to throw them as a defensive hero. It's not going to be a present player, guys. Unfortunately, you know, when they were talking about it on Good Morning Madden, I was thinking, you know, this is sounding pretty good. Toward the beginning, and then they showed Devonte Parker. I was like, okay, we're going to get us a present player. So I said Parker again. Devonte Adams, excuse me, is going to be the player of the week. Devonte Adams. So the cards you're going to put in here is going to be every card from the promo. As you guys can see, there's only 6 players. You know, last year there's a lot more than 6 players. But let's go ahead and search these and see if we can find any. Okay, so Chris Jones is an 82 overall. You're probably wondering, Chris Jones, doesn't he have like a high overall elite card already? And that's what we're about to get into in a second. But I'm going to go ahead and go over some of the cards in the promo. As you guys can see, you need 2 Chris Jones, Adam Thielen, who is going for 18K. And then you need Stephon Gilmore. And you guys are probably thinking, 86 overall. Doesn't he already have 89? Yes, he does, but we're about to get into that. And then finally, Russell Wilson. There are a couple other players. We'll go ahead and hop into the defensive heroes to see those. And he's going for 85K there. But offensive hero, you're going to want all the offensive players that release. So the only 3 offensive players there were Russell Wilson, Adam Thielen, and Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs was the other one we didn't go over in the Devonte Adams set. So as you can see, he's going for about 4K there. And yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the defensive hero now. Defensive hero, same thing. You're going to have Stephon Gilmore, Chris Jones, and then Ryan Kerrigan is the gold card that is in the game right now. So you're going to have 6 players, player collectibles, as EA likes to call them, for the sets. So I want to go ahead and hop into who the LTD is now. Alright, as we see, we do have some on the block. They just, as y'all could see when we started the video, this promo had just dropped. So, lucky for us, there are some on the block that we can look over. So, the way the LTDs are going to work this year, same thing, a little bit different. LTD, I went ahead and wrote down this. The LTDs are going to be current players who had a historic performance during that certain week. Okay, so TJ Watt had a historic performance in week 1. I'm not sure of what year, but TJ Watt is a current player. You know, he didn't. This is not going off of his week 1 yesterday. This is going off, yesterday. He played yesterday. This is not going off of that week. This is going over week 1s of TJ Watt's past, okay? This is so hard to explain here. A little bit confusing, but a week 1 game TJ Watt played, he played amazing. He had a historic performance. I'm not sure what his stats were. It might show, okay, here we go. 2018. This will help y'all out here. September 9th of 2018. Steelers versus Brown. The final score 21-21. He had 10 tackles and 3 sacks. That's fantastic in 2018. So the LTDs are going to work. They're going to be current players, so players that are playing right now that have had historic performances in that past week. So let's say week 2 rolls around. It's going to be a current player who had a fantastic performance in a week 2 of that player's past. A little confusing, but let's go ahead and go over his stats here. TJ Watt, 82 speed, 86 excel, solid speed, and then block shedding, play recognition, power moves, finesse moves is very, very nice for the finesse moves. Tackle 85, you know, solid card there. I like power move a little bit more than finesse, but having that high finesse move right now is very, very nice to see. But yeah, that's really how it's going to work for the LTDs. It's good. They're going to be current players who had a historic performance during whatever certain week it comes out. So, like I said, week 4 rolls around. It's going to be a current player. So let's just say a random player. Let's say Russell Wilson, like 4 years ago, in week 4, had a historic performance. He would go on and maybe get that card because there's going to be other current players who had a good past week 4 too. But that's just an example that I'm going to give y'all. Y'all will get the gist once the Team of the Week continues, the Team of the Week promo continues. But that's really all I have to say about TJ Watt. Next, let's see what I want to hop into. I'm going to go ahead and hop into the power up situation and how they're doing the power up. So we've got, like I said, a total of 6 players that are out. We have Russell Wilson, Ryan Kerrigan, Josh Jacobs, Adam Thielen, Chris Jones, and Stephon Gilmore. So, like I said, when we were looking at the sets, y'all were probably wondering, why has Chris Jones come out with an 82 overall card when he already has the high elite? Well, let's go ahead and hop into it, and I'm going to show y'all how it works. Alright, just for an example, I'm going to go ahead and buy Ryan Kerrigan here and show y'all how this is going to work. Alright, so as y'all can see, I just went ahead and bought Ryan Kerrigan. So a little different this year, like I said, in the sets. So this is how they're gonna. So the players that have had a good week, for example, this week 1 here, Ryan Kerrigan. I don't know why I keep butchering his name, but let's go ahead and scroll over to upgrades. What they're gonna do. This is the same thing with Russell Wilson, Josh Jacobs, Adam Thielen, Chris Jones, and Stephon Gilmore. This is all the same thing with those players. So what's going to happen is, when you power this guy up, all the way up to Tier 6. Alright, as y'all can see, Tier 6, he's an 81 overall, okay? And that's, max. He hadn't got a new card or nothing. Well, he did get a new card, but it's only a 78, so you can't really power him up, or that'd be like powering him down, if y'all see what I'm saying there. But his core elite is an 80 overall, so you power him up to an 81, and then this is for a chemistry slot, and then he goes on and gets +1 overall. Now, like I said, this works with every other player. It's obviously going to be more expensive to power up. It's not going to be 90 training to power up Russell Wilson from I think he had an 86, so he's going to be powered up to an 87, and then +1 is going to be 88. I believe so. And it's not going to be 90 training for that. The higher the card is, the more training you have to spend to power him up. So, just for an example, I want to just show y'all guys Ryan Kerrigan here. As y'all can see, this was his max power up on Friday, or I should say yesterday. This was his max power up. And when the Team of the Week promo dropped, he went ahead and got an extra power up level. So he went up +1 overall, and that's really pretty much it, guys. And that works the same with every other player. So if you guys have a theme team and you have Seahawks theme team, Redskins theme team, Las Vegas Raiders theme team, a Vikings theme team, Chiefs theme team, or Patriots theme team, and you have some of these players that have dropped, go ahead and power them up so they can get whatever their max overall could be. And that's how it's going to work from here on out. So yeah, that's really how the team of the week is going to work. We're going to have 6 players every week, unless they change things up. 6 players every week, and those 6 players, if they already have power-ups, they will go ahead and get an added +1 overall to their power-up. Okay, so hopefully y'all understand me there. Next thing I want to talk about is these the weekly challenges for Team of the Week. Alright, as you guys can see, here is the Team of the Week challenges tab. And as of right now, we only have 1 challenge because 1 week. We've only had Team of the Week for 1 week. And that's going to be this. So, once you complete this challenge, let's go ahead and read the description here. Devonte Adams had a historic game in the Packers season opener. He caught a franchise record tying 14 passes from the ever-reliable Aaron Rodgers for a total of 156 receiving yards. Win this game and connect with Devonte all over the field. So, I'm going to go ahead and click again. What you're going to get out of this is you can go ahead and just play it on 1 star, get your Team of the Year token. And that token is going to go towards your Team of the Week I'm going to assume Team of the Year fantasy pack, where you're going to get 1 Team of the Year player whenever the season is over. And there's going to be 17 weeks, and all you're going to need is 14 tokens. So if you miss 3 weeks, maybe you miss week 6, maybe you miss week 12, and then maybe you miss week 16, and you complete all the others, you're still going to get your token. All you need is 14 tokens to put into the Team of the Year set. And I'm not sure what you put. There's not a set for the tokens just yet, but obviously later down the road we are going to get a set where you can put those tokens and you can go ahead and put those tokens into. But as of now, there is no set. But that is good. You only have to have 14 tokens to go ahead and get your Team of the Year player. I'm probably just going to play this every week. Go ahead and just like the Legend token, go ahead and knock this out when it comes out, okay? Get your Team of the Year player just like you're going to get your Legend player, okay? So, another thing you see, when you get 3 stars here, you see Hot Streak Fantasy Pack. And what a Hot Streak Fantasy Pack is, it's going to be, we had this, I'm not sure if we had it last year, I'm not sure if we had it in Madden 19, but I remember playing back in 17 and 16, we got these collectibles, and I think it was a whole different tab you can play, and then you can pick a collectible, which one you not want. But anyway, how this is going to work, there's what you're going to get is, I believe, a Russell Wilson collectible and it's going to be so a Russell Wilson or a Stephon Gilmore collectible. So from the 2 highest overall cards that were released in the Team of the Week week 1 promo, Russell Wilson and Stephon Gilmore, you can go ahead and select between these 2 players. But what it's going to be is, really, it's only 1,500 coins if you go ahead and get this done. 1,500 coins, not really that much, but what it is, it's going to be a little gamble, if you want to call it that. But you can either pick Russell Wilson, and the bet is on him if he throws for over 322 yards. I believe that's what it is. And if he does do that next week, then you will be able to quick sell him for 1,500 coins. If he doesn't do that, then it'll quick sell for 500 coins. So, I mean, you can go ahead and knock that out. Pick which one you want. Obviously, you're going to play it already for the Team of the Year token, so might as well pick whichever one you think. And I believe, I'm not sure what Stephon Gilmore is. Maybe like force 5 incompletions or something to do with 5. I'm not sure, but I think it's 5 incompletions or something like that. And you can pick either of those. And then same thing with Stephon Gilmore. If he ends up doing that, you'll get 1,500 coins after week 2. And then if he doesn't, it'll be 500 coins. So you have to choose between those 2 and then make a decision. And again, it only quick sells for 1,500 if each player does it. And then if the player doesn't, then it'll only quick sell for 500 coins. So, I mean, really not worth it. I wish if it was training, on the other hand, that would be really, really nice. I wish they would have done training, because 1,500 training would be very nice, and I feel like that would be a lot better than 1,500 coins. But yeah, that's just my opinion on that. Let's see what else we got here. I believe that might be it for Team of the Week. I went over sets, went over the players. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be it for Team of the Week. Let's go ahead and hop into a new promo we've got coming a little bit later on. Alright, so this is a screen that y'all are going to see. This is what the standouts are. So the standouts, as you can see, this is going to scroll through. This is actually Good Morning Madden I'm playing here. But let's go back here and pause so I can show you guys and explain this. But here's the deal. The team standouts are going to be coming between Series 2 and Series 3. And it's going to be just like the Team Diamonds and Team Builders. Team standouts are going to have a player from every team. So yeah, that's really good for theme teams. And what players and what you have to put in these players are going to be Team of the Week players. So I'm actually whenever Team of the Week comes out, I would assume that you're gonna have to put Titans players in the Titans sets. Saints players in the Saints sets. So whoever the player is for each team, I would assume that you'd have to get the player collectibles that played on that team and put them into this set. But I'm not sure just yet, because if this is going to come out Series 2 and Series 3, there's not going to be a lot of players from each team that are out by then. So they might go ahead and drop a lot more Team of the Week players when this comes out. I'm not sure just yet, but there's not much information that they gave us. All they said is going to come out between Series 2 and Series 3. Or no, maybe I think it's coming out before Series 1. I mean, before Series 2 comes out. It's somewhere between the before Series 2 and the Series 3. I'm not sure, but in the window between right now and Series 3. So this is when this is going to come out. But yeah, and then, like I said, you have to exchange your Team of the Week player collectibles, and I would assume, like I said before, you would have player collectibles. So let's say you would have Buccaneer, if you had a Buccaneer player collectible, that would go ahead and go into the Buccaneers player that comes out here. But let's go ahead and play this, and I want to see this next. So, exchange, as you can see on the bottom, exchange Team of the Week tokens. So it says Series 2 here. So I would assume before Series 2 comes out or during Series 2. So exchange Team of the Week players to earn standout players from the team of your choice or from the teams of your choice. Exchange the standout token earned by improving your team affinity to get some of the required players. So standout token earned by improving your team affinity. I would assume that would be from maybe challenges. Exchange standout tokens, or exchange the standout token earned by improving your team affinity. So I'm not sure there to get some really required players. So that is that. So Team of the Week players are going to go ahead and go into those sets. He didn't go any further than this. Crowley didn't go any further than this screen right here, so we don't know exactly who the players are just yet. There might not be any players, as you can see. The sets, there's no sets in the as of right now, so they might still be thinking of players. Go ahead, EA. Throw in to Steve McNair for the Titans, man. Steve, this got to come. Come on. Steve McNair's got to be in the game. But that's going to be it for that, or I should say standout. This is where we're getting into the exciting stuff now. Or in my opinion. We've got tomorrow, we've got content coming again. So, let's go ahead and hop back into Madden 21 Ultimate Team right now, and then I'll go ahead and speak with y'all about Wildcard Wednesday. Alright, as you can see, we're back in Ultimate Teams, back in the Ultimate Team here. I did forget something. Item shop, here's your offers for Team of the Week. You got a 9-pack bundle with a topper. Let's go ahead and look at what the topper is going to be. Do we see the topper? Team of the Week Fantasy Pack. Choose all. What? Oh, choose one of all. 78 86 overall Team of the Week. So obviously you're gonna go with Russell Wilson or Stephon Gilmore there. One fantasy pack. Yep, that's what that means. And then here is the pack information. You're guaranteed a 78 plus Team of the Week card. Team of the Week packs haven't been the greatest in the past, but there is your probability and percentages on those packs. And that's really it as for right now. There's no other offers. Again, there's my legend pack that I haven't opened up yet. And then we still have Ultimate Kickoff Part 2 coming Thursday. I went ahead and touched on that in another video earlier. This or the past maybe a couple days ago or something like that. I went ahead and touched on that. But let's go ahead and read over Wildcard Wednesday. I have a couple notes here again. I have this small little notebook I use, and I have 4 pages filled up with notes that I wanted to share with you guys. So, Wildcard Wednesday, 5 new players are going to come out every Wednesday. Now, Kralo didn't specify what type of players will be coming out, but he did go ahead and say, this is, and I quote here, tied to a specific older program that has released in the past. So, I would think veterans, because if it was flashbacks, I don't think Team of the Week would be like this, because this is already kind of flashbacks with your masters. So I wouldn't think that this is flashbacks coming tomorrow. Heavyweights, it could be heavyweights, but I'm kind of leaning toward veterans, in my opinion, because veterans, I think, because they also said about Team Affinity that they are leaning towards, like, theme teams are becoming a lot more, of a thing now. In the past couple years, it's grown into more of a theme team type of game. So that's why they're doing all that Team Affinity stuff. And like in the past, veterans, if they could not get powered up, you couldn't change, or you could change their Kim by just their base card. So if you get an 86 overall player that has played for about 7, 6, or for example, Jared Cook. Jared Cook is a good example. He's played for 6, 7 teams. And he had like an 87 overall card last year, I believe. Once you got that card, you could put any Kim of those 7 teams on him without having to power him up, which is very, very nice. And that's why I believe it's coming out. Heavyweights are not like that. Heavyweights are just big guys, linemen, defensive linemen, offensive linemen, fullback, and that type of stuff. But another thing, what was I about to say? Shoot. Well, okay. I have it right here. Kralo also mentioned that for Wildcard Wednesday, it was like, we give EA feedback on what cards need a power up, what cards don't need a power up, and as of now, every elite has a power up. But what he's mentioning here is certain players, like last year in Madden 20, we needed some power ups for certain players. Like, I really needed a Dory Jackson power up. That would have been nice, but that never happened. So Wildcard Wednesday is they might, when we send in or ask for stuff from EA, this is very cool too. The 5 new players that are added, it could be power-up cards, and I really expect the Clowney to come out tomorrow, because he still has not had a card and people are asking for him. So that could be one of the 5 new players, and it could be players that were recently signed, like Clowney. But Clowney's really the only big name that has recently been signed, and that's not in the game. But I believe Clowney would be one of them. And then with the other 4, we have no idea. It could be. We really don't know. We just don't know. But like I said, it is tied to a specific promo in the past. So Clowney could be one of them, and then it could be 4 other veteran players, could be 4 other heavyweight players, could be flashbacks, could be Signature Series. Signature Series a little bit early now, but we don't know as of now. All we know, we got 5 new players coming tomorrow. Very excited about that. And do we have anything else here? And no, we don't. So that's going to be it, guys. Very excited for tomorrow. So now we have confirmed content for Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays now. So 3 out of the 4 or 3 out of the 7 days a week we'll be getting content. Yay for EA for doing that for us. We should have been getting content a lot earlier, but finally we get to see it happen now. We do have part 2 of the Ultimate Kickoff coming Thursday. So this week we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We'll have content 4 of the 7 days a week. Very excited there. And we also know that the 50 is coming and Most Feared is coming. So, my thoughts on the 50, again, y'all can go back on that video. I made a video about the 50 earlier. But y'all can go ahead and watch that if y'all want to know a little bit more about the 50. And obviously, we know what Most Feared is. Whew, that was a good long video there, guys. I hope y'all stuck around. If y'all are still listening, I appreciate it. But, with that being said, we've got content finally, guys. So, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Until next time, I'll see y'all.